Hello everybody, Andrew Gray here yet again for some more Heroes of the Storm. Before we jump into this one, I just want to cover off even a couple of things. First of all, as you've probably seen in comments of previous videos, Dream1995, hello to you, has requested some videos of Zeratul on how I play him. Now, how I used to play Zeratul was I didn't, and before the request he was at level 2. As you see, we've been playing a whole lot of him, and we've got him up to level 9. I would have probably got to 10 by now if it wasn't for me having a fair few days of being ill, basically. So I haven't practiced with him as much as I would like, and I'm still not 100% better. So I might be slightly off when recording these videos. Sorry about that. But in the time, I've not come across, but I've come across one build which seems to be a fairly go-to build for Zeratul, so we'll be covering off on that. And I've got, I'd say, another 3. I think, is it 3? It's either 2 or 3, which I've been using to various degrees of success, and so I will be going through those as well. So in order to do that, what I've decided to do is, obviously Wednesdays are and Saturdays are my ranked plays. What I'm going to do is on Friday, Saturday, Sunday and on Monday, so that covers my Friday random and my Monday random, I'm going to replace those with Zeratul videos. So we've got 4 Zeratul vids coming through. All of them are going to be quick match, none of them are going to be ranked at all, and we shall see what you guys think of it. Again, apologies if I'm not 100%. I don't feel 100%, I still feel pretty rough, so that's going to have a detrimental effect on my game. As I say, I'm not an amazing assassin, melee assassin player, so no doubt you will find better plays out there and better builds out there. Just a heads up, this also coincides with a well-known YouTuber, MF Pallytime. If you haven't seen him already, go and check him out. Well-known, big YouTuber, has done 3 videos, I think it'll be by now, on Zeratul as well, concentrating on a few of pointers on his play style as well. So that might be worth you going looking at that too. Anyway, without further ado, I'll finish the intro and we will get straight into the game. Hello everybody, Andrew Gray here for some more Zeratul on Heroes of the Storm. So far, we find ourselves on the Garden of Terror with a Zagara, Li Ming, Karazim and Uther against an Uther, Kerrigan, Brightwing, Zagara and Abatha. Awesome. So, for this first build, what I'm going to concentrate on is what I first used to practice with, basically. And what we're going to do is concentrate on survivability, which allows us to stay in the battle longer and also is a little bit more forgiving as well. So when we make mistakes with positioning, going in too deep, we should be able to hopefully get out a little bit and survive a bit longer. With that in mind, the first talent we're going to go for is Regeneration Master. What that's going to do is allow us, whenever we pick up a globe, sorry the cat's just getting off my knee, quite awkwardly, because I've got a new desk and everything's been moved around in here, and so it's a bit more difficult. I'm a little bit further away from the screen. Oh, we need that regen globe. So the idea is to get as many regen globes as possible. What that will do for us is, for every 1 regen globe we gain 1 HP per second regeneration. And once we get 30 of them, we get 500 XP, which makes us more survivable. Now, we're not playing particularly well here. We shouldn't really be concentrating on wave clear. No, we don't want to go in on that. But we do want to get that. We should be rotating now. Top is uncontested, so we'll ping that and let somebody know that they need to come up top with me. I could do with some assistance here. But nobody wants to, that's fine. That could be quite interesting because that's probably Zagara's going to get a free push now on top, and our Zagara is not going to do the same down the bottom, so we'll be behind slightly. Karazin for some reason going top, probably hoping to deny the enemy team some C's up there to put us ahead slightly, but realising that actually the enemy team has got a presence up there. We're going to go in deep here and take out Kerrigan, and then we're going to go in for this Garden Terror. So with this particular build, you won't be doing anything special, you won't be doing a huge amount of damage, you won't be doing huge burst damage or anything like that, but you will be able to survive and you will be able to take a bit more punishment than you normally would. This is the build I concentrated on when I first started learning him, purely because I know I'm not a particularly good player as far as positioning goes with assassins. Now we're going to grab that because that's going to help us, and for a second one we are going to go with vigorous strikes and basic attacks healers. No great surprise there. No, we can't finish that off unfortunately because we've got no blink. That's fine. Let's go up here and see what damage we can do. Wrong button, but we'll right one now.
They shall feed my children.
Okay, that wasn't great positioning at the end there, was it? But hey ho. We do have a Zag pushing the bottom though, and we are behind on C's because they've got a Terror growing. So let's go mid, because that allows us to go to top and bottom. We were never going to get that in time. So where is this enemy Terror going to go? Generally the idea with Zeratul is you get in, you do a bit of damage and you get out as quickly as possible. That's generally, you just prey on the weak. We'll put a W on there and then we'll start hitting it. We'll try and get out of that. And we'll just hop over the wall to make sure they can't target us. We'll grab some health and we'll just get a W out and hopefully hit something. We do need to defend, you're absolutely right. The next one we're going to go for is First Aid. So again, all this build is doing is making sure we can last in this fight, any engagement for as long as possible. Let's come back here and start hitting the back of it. That's fine. He's probably going to walk us into a trap.
The enemy's terror.
And we'll hit our one there. And we'll get out of this as quickly as possible, I think, because there's no way we're going to survive this. So as you can see, that allowed us to survive a little bit longer than we normally would. Our Zagara is going to be completely overwhelmed there, and we're going to have to go back to get some health and mana. Li Ming being chased down by Kerrigan and being killed. Okay, the whole of the enemy team going to make a push at top. Our Karazim just at mid, and our Zagara just at bottom, who hasn't really made any impact at all. We'll pick up the healing there. And we could really do with a hand up here. We'll pop a 1 to make sure we can survive any damage that's going to come in, and we'll just blink out there. Yes, we do need damage. We only do have 2 healer.
The shamblers rise. Slay them and gather the seeds.
We do need 10, and we should be... Okay, so we're not... I thought we were engaging there, but apparently not. We were running away instead. I'm not quite sure why. Okay. So our Uther and Zagara are concentrating down in the bottom here. We'll go and join them because there's no point in us splitting the team when we're behind. There's a
It is time to harvest. Bring my terror to life. Your terror lives. Go! Harvest your enemies' corpses.
It's over for now, but don't get too comfortable.
okay. Looks like we're pushing mid. We're going to go for Void Prison here, so we can split up the enemy team as needed. And the ideal thing to do is just pop it over the edge there. Allows us to get some damage done. Okay, we're not. There's nobody we can pick on here particularly. Everybody's pretty much full health. Rightly so, our terror has gone up top while we're trying to keep them busy down here. We'll throw that out, and then we'll just get out of the way a bit and go and join our terror at the top, who should have done a little bit of damage.
Your turret has been cut down.
And we're trying to do bits of damage here and there, but we're just not managing to make any substantial impact on here at all. And this is the problem with this build. You've got a load of sustainability, but you have no damage output at all.
Your enemy has destroyed a fort.
There's nothing we can do there. They can have that. So we have got no kills, 2 assists and 2 deaths. So we do have 100% kill participation for our team. However, we are not doing very well at all, are we? We're not come together really. Oh dear. Right, so what can we do? We can try and push back here. We only need one person mid. We only need Zagara really mid to push back. Try and do a bit of the delaying tactic there, but not really helping that we don't have a full team down here. Zagara's still pushing bottom for some reason, not really been part of any of these team fights, and has made very little progress down at bottom considering she's been pushing it for so long.
Applause, heroes. How I love to see my garden in the moon's glow.
I want to take this mercenary camp.
Yeah, okay, I'm up for that.
The shamblers rise. heroes.
Okay, next time we are going to get... we're going to do a little bit of damage. I'm not overly bothered what we take at that level, to be quite honest, because there's no healing, so we'll just do a little bit more damage. But we need to get out of there quickly, because there is an entire enemy team there, and I want no part of that. Not quite sure where our team was, wasn't really keeping an eye on the map for that little section. But they weren't with us, we know that much.
Spill their blood.
Ha! That was entertaining.
We are going to pop up there. Okay, it looks like we've pushed the enemy team back. Let's pick up some of these.
Your enemy spawns a terror. Yes, that is enough. Soon the garden terror.
Okay, we gotta be careful of this Terror now. Which is pushing mid, even though we need to watch out and hopefully get the remaining mobs that are up there.
It is time to harvest. Bring my terror to life.
Okay, so they wasted their Terror, which is absolutely fine by me. We don't need to chase Sagara at all. There's no reason to chase Sagara.
Falling back.
Do not delay. Your terror craves its host. Rise, my terror! Suck the life from your enemies!
Okay, now we'll just tank this. We'll get out there. I shouldn't have wasted that. We're going to hit all one pretty soon, I think. And then we're going to Void Prison as well, and hopefully blink out of this whole mess. We have no mana, and therefore we are going to get out of here as quickly as possible and return back to base. Except we are being followed very closely.
I must retreat. Your dominance spreads.
Okay, so we're catching up building wise. They are probably going to get this central terror.
Honor commands.
I'm not quite sure what our terror is doing, quite frankly. I don't have anything to help them out when it dies.
Your terror is working.
So we just threw out a W there just to slow down the chase on our friendly teammate. There's nobody I can really engage on here and secure a kill on. Brightwing is a little overextended, but not a great deal. And now I am overextended, so we're going to get out of there, pop a one. We're going to hit for Stone Skin, which surprisingly enough gives us a shield to be able to last a little bit longer.
Careful. My plans run.
Your time is over.
Oh, here we go. We're getting some bashing from our Karazin player.
Glory to the firstborn.
But that's fine. Yeah, there's top and bottom, but that's no issue there. I'm gonna go bottom, I think. There's no point in me staying mid, even without. Uther wants to. I agree with Uther. I'm going to grab that, and then I'm going to come up and help Uther out. Or not. Uther does not want help, apparently. He pings it and then he disappears. Fine.
Soup dash salon.
So the whole of the enemy team down at the bottom here. Just try our best to push them out as much as possible. Oh, they're going to be looping around? No, they're going to give up.
Night falls once more, and soon the Shamblers shall rise again.
Grab that regen glow while we're down here.
It is time. Do what must be done.
So we could have probably got a kill on Kerrigan there if we'd taken different skills and if we had a full engage. But we did not, and we had, you know, on either sense. So, you know, hopefully this is showing you guys that you can last a fair bit as Zeratul when you're going into battle. Especially when you consider, yes, we're not going to win any damage outputs, but, you know, we're staying in there. We're not dying a load of times. And I say, you will probably get flamed a time or two for taking this particular build if you decide to do so. I've had it a couple of times where people are wondering why I'm taking all healing and everything, but if you are new to the character and you don't want to screw up too much, you don't want to let your team down, as in die a lot, then I think it's a fairly safe build to go with. You're not going to die a lot. You're here for survivability, and you're here to take advantage of any low level. You just got to pounce on anything which is low level. If you come across anybody running away who has no health, pounce on them.
Fort annihilated. Your enemy spawns a terror.
We'll grab that. We've got 2 more, and then we get a 500 health bonus.
The garden terror will be yours.
The sun dawns. My children must sleep for now.
Okay, we'll get out of here as quickly as possible.
Bring my terror to life. There, your terror has come to life. Use it to harvest your enemy's corpses. You've lost a fort, heroes.
Okay, let's go down bottom and defend against this enemy terror. And we'll go mid. I realise that obviously this is probably not a particularly strong or normal build to take in most circumstances. It is literally a learning build as far as I'm concerned. It's the build which is going to keep you alive for the longest. In order for you to learn your positioning, to learn what the character is capable of. Okay, we do have our 500 health bonus now. We've hit 30 regen globes. We do not want to be part of that. Run.
Excellent. Your enemy's terror is but a husk.
Yeah, so there we go. We died then, for some reason. Probably because I was mashing buttons and nothing seemed to be happening, so I was probably mashing the wrong ones. We are about even on buildings. We are well behind on kills and well behind on XP. We are going to go with protective prison. So our friendlies are not affected by a void prison, meaning they can still move around freely. Again, there are better talents, skills to take at that tier. However, as a learning build,
Kill the shamblers and claim
you want to make sure you're not particularly doing anything bad for your colleagues. So when I put a void prison there, they can escape quite nicely, and the whole of the enemy team's just stuck there for a bit and has to rethink about their decisions, really. However, it's not helping that at least 2 of our team members are elsewhere, and there's not a lot I can do solo against this. So we're just going to let them have it, I suppose. Thankfully they're not pushing, they are retreating a bit. We will clear this wave and then focus on the bottom, I think. Oh, Karazhan. Ooh, their enemy teams around here. Okay, we can't get into that. Just too far away.
Your enemy spawns a terror.
Hopefully the rest of the team will come down, because I don't fancy tanking this for the entire duration. We will grab that. As you can see, we're just regaining health here. Again, it's probably not the best match really to display this build on, purely because we've got 2 healers anyway, so we're getting a fair bit of heal for them as well. Having said that, I do like this build. It's just not working in this particular case.
It's over for now, but don't get too comfortable.
Somebody really needs to pick up our terror.
Your terror is starting to wilt.
Retreat.
I'd hurry.
I think Li Ming is going back for it. Nope, I don't have any of that, thank you.
What else could you possibly be doing? Awaken my terror.
Are we wasting that terror?
Well done. The terror shall uproot your
Phew,
enemies.
I honestly thought we were wasting that terror there for a minute.
Well done. Your enemy's terror doesn't really work.
I'm not quite sure what the team's doing. I'm not quite sure what the plan is. There's been very little communication and very little synergy in all of this. We do know they're probably going to go for that camp. I don't know why they're not going to defend, to be quite honest. We might be able to, if we can keep on interrupting and keep on getting their attention, we might be able to take down a keep or 2 without them noticing. No, they must have all recalled. Oh, what's that? No.
More fertilizer.
There we go.
That was entertaining.
Okay, so I'm not quite sure what the plan of the Terror is quite at the moment. We have done some work with it.
Your terror has wilted.
Good call. Retreat. We don't want any part of that. But Karazhan seems to want to go in. That's fine. There's some activity coming up with the camps here.
Night falls, heroes. How I love to see my garden in the moon's glow.
We'll just take this camp while waiting. Karazhan for some reason went in deep there and appears to have died.
Keep the pressure on.
What a joyous night to have occurred.
Okay, one more push and we should win this game if it went as anything like the last one. So, where is the enemy team? The enemy team is split up a little bit at the moment. That is absolutely fine. We'll see if we can take this. I don't quite understand why we're calling for a retreat. Oh, I do. The whole of the enemy team is around here. That's fine, we'll just take this then while we're waiting for the rest of the team to spawn and come and help us.
Glory to the firstborn. We step closer to victory.
The entire enemy team is going to be there. I'll just do the...
Your enemy spawns a terror.
we'll just take this out and hope that enemy terror doesn't do too much damage.
We must not hesitate.
While we're concentrating on it, it is going down bottom, so it's doubtful it'll do anything before we get there.
You have enough
going to pull
seeds.
back.
The terror
I'm
grows.
going to pull back for now.
So let's go and do this. We'll put a W out of there and then we'll Q. We will get out of the range of Kerrigan's ultimate.
Take its power.
We'll just blink out of it, I think.
Do not let them attack your core. The terror cannot wait long. Yes, slaughter them all. Double kill. Your enemy's terror is compost. Your terror wills. Do not let your effort be wasted. Yes, their keep crumbles. Excellent. March forth.
Bring
Uproot
destruction
your
to the
enemy's
enemy's core.
forts.
So let's try and push bottom with this. We've got 25 seconds to do some damage before the full team is up. They're defending against the... Oh, hello, Ether. Okay, and let's hope we can do some damage to this core quickly. We'll put another Q down there. And there we go. Wow.
Done, my servant.
Victory from the jaws of defeat. So there we go, a victory with Zeratul again. A starting build. We had 2 kills in that, 7 assists and 4 deaths when you consider the rest of the team. I call that pretty good. The team as a whole only had 11 kills against the enemy's 33, but we still won. So again, we're not going to do anything amazing with this build. You're not going to do a massive amount of damage, you're not going to burst anybody down, you're not going to do anything like that, but what you are going to do is make sure you survive and that you can pick your fight, and if you do overstep, you've got the tools to get out and basically escape. So first of all, we got Regeneration Master, so it stacks up to 30 times. For each regeneration globe, you increase your health regeneration by 1 per second up to 30, and then when you do hit that 30 cap, you also gain 500 health. Makes you very tanky, I suppose, in comparison to not having the skill and being Zeratul. Vigorous Strike at level 4, basic attacks heal for 25% of damage to the primary target, and then we get First Aid at level 7, which we heal 35% of your max health over 6 seconds. Void Prison is the standard at level 10, and then what we went for is Giant Killer. I was umming and ahhing over that, but I think it worked in this particular case. Basic attacks against enemy heroes deal bonus damage equal to 1.5% of their health. We went for Stone Skin, so a shield for 30% of our maximum health for 5 seconds, just allows us to stay in the fights for a bit longer. And then Protective Prison at level 20 to make sure when you are throwing down your Void Prisons when you start out, you will misclick, you will get them wrong, but your allies won't be affected, so they can go around about their lives without being affected at all by your mistakes. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully that was a bit of a an interesting build for you. It wasn't the best team to show it off on, and it wasn't the best comps on either side to show it off on, but there we go. For starting out, for learning positioning, I think it does pretty well for itself. Got any comments? Please leave them below. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up. If you don't like it and you don't want to see any more Zeratuls, please hit the thumbs down button. Subscribe if you like the content that I'm putting out, and thank you all very, very much for watching. It is appreciated, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.